Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, then welcome. I would love if you would hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you'll be notified of all my future uploads, and let's jump into today's video. In today's video, I am bringing you 10 palettes for summer. That is right, 10 palettes, but also it is summer and my mind is literally blown. Like June 20th. It's going to be the first day of summer. And if you guys are looking at this look and you're like, this is definitely not like a summery look, you're right. It's not. But I love it all the same. And I had just filmed the testing indie makeup using Give Me Glow, Juvia's Place, you know, some indie type stuff. I will leave that video linked down below. But let's go ahead and let's jump in to my 10 palette. Right, first up, I have the Urban Decay Naked Heat. All right, when you open this up, I mean, just like, look at it. Okay, it's got like the pinks, it's got the purples, it's got like the warm, bronzy kind of a shades in this palette. This definitely is very summer. It's very like bronzy, almost kind of like a sunset kind of a thing, which I feel like a lot of people like in the summer, like in the winter, I'm sure you're not going outside in like sub-zero weather to watch the sunset. If you are, more power to you. I am not. But in the summer, it's nice to like sit outside, have your like little fire pit going if you have one, drinking some drinks and like watching the sunset and like talking to people or whatever. So like this is like 100% like the whole vibe I get with this palette. So definitely go check this one out. Next up from ColourPop, we have the Sweet Talk palette. Okay, now I know they have like tons of other palettes that can be used for spring. And if you like another color story more than this one, absolutely go check it out. But like this one to me, I love it. Like this is definitely like a very like summery palette. Like you have like the nice pinks, you have like this Super Shock in the shade. Wow, if I can talk. Side to side. I mean, it's just like absolutely beautiful. You have a couple pressed glitters in here. I hate their pressed glitter formula. It's just like so big and chunky. I hate it. But other than that, like this is definitely like a very summery kind of palette. Like you have like the light pinks and you kind of have some of like those darker orangey kind of shades. So definitely 100% I would say this is a good summer palette to go with. All right, next up from Juvia's Place, we have the Wahala palette. Now I know they came out with the Wahala 2. I don't know. I look at this and I feel like this is more summer to me than the Wahala 2 palette. I mean, honestly, you can couple both of them together if you have both. That would be awesome if you only have the Wahala 2. I think like, yeah, you can still use that for summer. It has definitely some summery shades, but this is summer. You have like the very bright and vibrant blues and pinks, and you have the pastel kind of purples, and yet you have kind of like some of like the darker kind of purples, and you have like all these like beautiful light shimmers. Absolutely stunning. This also has glitters. Their glitter formula actually isn't like terrible. It actually does like come off your finger most of the way, whereas the ColourPop one does not. And so yeah, this is just like such a beautiful palette. I love reaching into this for like summer. So like, okay, I don't know if this, I know this was like a limited edition thing, but they kept bringing it back. So I'm wondering if it's still there. I don't know. But if you have this already in your collection, this is a great one to just like go ahead and pull out. Especially if you're like, oh, I don't really have the money to go buy all these new palettes. Don't feel pressured into going and buying more palettes. If you have this in your collection or any of these in your collection, they're all equally as good. I'm just bringing you guys 10 options and you guys can choose which one you like best. So yeah, definitely a very nice, fun summer. And then when you look at like the little design that they have up here, again, this also kind of reminds me of like summer colors as well. So yeah, absolutely love this. Next up, I have one from Alma Beauty. This is the Black Magic Carnival. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, like just like looking at this. Okay, you've got like your like pastel, bright, neon kinds of shades, and then you've got like these warm shades over here. Definitely scream summer. Like this is like definitely like neon summer kind of a look, but you can also do some warmth to it as well. The shimmers are absolutely beautiful. They perform nicely as well, and definitely are like some very nice like summery. Like this reminds me of like flowers, like flower stems. Like that's what that reminds me of the most. You've got like a red right here, like a burnt red for like the sunset. You have like this purple here, which kind of reminds you of like other like flowers. So yeah, that's what this reminds me. Like there's something in here that like will remind you of summer in some way, like the sunshine for these two combined. I don't know, it's just like definitely summer. Okay, the next one is kind of like a little bit more of an expensive brand, but I see this palette on sale like all the time. I don't think it's ever not been on sale since I have been into makeup, and that is the Natasha Denona Tropic palette. Okay, just so you know, I think mine is like absolutely like not at all in the correct order. Just so we're aware, these had like fallen out and I could not remember the order. So I just stuck them back in. So, okay, first of all, you have like these really nice blues. You have like this very summery green, and then you have like very light kind of airy shades, which I think are very like reminiscent of like a very light summer kind of a look. Like something that you would maybe like wear to the beach, or, you know, maybe you're going out on like a little like day on the town and really want something like that's like soft and airy but yet summery at the same time. And I feel like these like lighter shades can definitely give you that. Of course, you know, if you want to do something like with the purples and the blues and the green, you have that option too, and they're still like very summerish colors. All right, up next from ABH, this is the ABH Norvina Volume 3 palette. I mean, yeah, everything about this screams summer to me. The purples, the lime greens, the yellows, the oranges. Like there's nothing about this, when I look at this, I'm not like, no, that's not summery at all. Like I'm literally looking at this and I'm like, oh yeah, this is like 100% screaming summer. Next up from Dose of Colors is the Ice Cream palette. All right, first of all, just the packaging itself, literally like you have ice cream, and well, let me say, like you're supposed to be like having ice cream in the summer. Okay, but like I'm like a very like broken person where I want like hearty soups and hot chocolate in the summer, and I want like ice cream and cold stuff in the winter. I don't know. I do not know why I am like that. I am broken. My husband hates it. Absolutely hates it. But anyways, here is the inside. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, first of all, still the packaging, very summerish. And then just like these shades. These shades absolutely scream summer. Like we have mint chip, lavender honey, banana split. Like look at those. Oh my gosh, those are summer colors if I ever saw any. Up next is the Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2 palette. Okay, you have like these very like light shades. You have like this bright pink. You have like this trio chrome color, which is kind of hard to tell like on camera, but like here it is on my finger, right? Like there's all like the shades and stuff in it. That's absolutely beautiful. You know, this bright gold is very summerish. This like bright pink, you can like deepen it up, and like here are like the two light mattes. Stunning. This palette is definitely one that I would definitely use for summer. And then like the packaging itself as well, super summery, like with the flowers and like just like how like pink and beautiful like her makeup looks. Like just like everything about this screams summer to me, and I think this was one of her like best palettes. So like obviously Bronze Seduction's my favorite, but I mean like this is like a top contender as well. Next one up is this one. It's new. It is the Midas Cosmetics Perception palette with the Basic B. Okay, number one, the amount of like bright, shimmery, vibrant colors that are in here, especially like all of these shades right here. And then not to mention, you do have some like darker tones. And I think like for summer, it's nice to have a little bit of some darker tones, because let's just say you want something during the day that's like super rainbow, vibrant, beautiful. You have those. But let's say you're going out at night and you want something a little bit more feisty in your face, you can add some depth to those. And so I really love this palette. This is such a beautiful palette. The Basic B did such a good job. Congratulations on your collab with Midas. And one more palette, and that palette is the Give Me Glow Pastel Dreams. First of all, if Give Me Glow comes out with anything, I'm buying it. Like, let's just be honest. Like, if they're coming out with something, I'm buying it because their brand is so good. But they came out with this. This right here is like the perfect pastel rainbow palette for summer. I mean, honestly, it's probably also going to be good for spring as well. But here's the thing. I've already given you guys some like spring palettes, and I didn't want to give you guys the exact same palettes for summer. Although a lot of the palettes that I did mention would be good for summer as well. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh, Give Me Glow just always just like blows it out of the water. Like, okay, these are like pastel colors, okay? So give me a moment to say pastel, but look at how vibrant those are and how pigmented those are. And I feel like a lot of like like even like Swatch, they're just so vibrant and pigmented. And I feel like a lot of brands kind of try to do the pastel thing and they're just not good. But then Give Me Glow did it and they're fucking good. Like, wildly good. There will also be a review on this coming, so stay tuned for that. All right, and that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please give this a thumbs up so I know to do these every season so you guys can like use palettes in your collection. Or if you guys are like, I really want a nice summer palette, what would be a good option? Here are like 10 options for you. So give me a thumbs up if you guys do like these kinds of videos, as well as hit that subscribe button if you have not already. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.